Hey guys, it's Lucia from emeraldstitchcraft. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this week I kind of wanted to do something a little bit fun and do like, well, I'm sure you can see from the title anyway, but spin the wheel decides my projects type thing, because I have a couple of kind of smaller things I want to try and what I want to do, and I tend to have like choice paralysis where I'm just like, I can't decide, and then I end up doing nothing or just knitting my socks. So I figured the spin the wheel thing would take the choice out of it, and I would be able to just use this as a kind of fun, I don't have anything major in mind going on at the minute, let's just have a bit of crack and do a bit of crochet and see what happens. So if that sounds in any way interesting or fun, stick around because we're going to be doing that. But first, I thought I would do a little kind of movie wrap up. I watched a couple of movies this week. So the last time I talked to you guys, I had said that I watched Watch As I Saw, and it wasn't great. So since then, I have watched 4 movies. Really felt like I watched more than that, but apparently not. The first one I watched The Burning. This is essentially just Friday the 13th, but at a different campsite. It is the exact same premise. You know, horny young teenagers are at a camp. Killer was mangled by some previous camp kids, and so he decides to come back and get his revenge, I guess? I don't know. So kills wise, it's not as good as Friday the 13th. I've always liked the kills in Friday the 13th, whereas these ones, they're not as imaginative. Like, he has kind of like garden shears, like you always see him holding up the garden shears. That's his weapon of choice. But it was quite good. Like, it was, in fairness, it was good. It's just an 80s slasher. There's not really much that you can do. Kind of Friday the 13th really just sort of got in there, and this is pretty much like it. But it is good. I would recommend kind of putting on a pastime. It's a bit of crack. I did enjoy it. So after that then, oh yeah, we went to the cinema to see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. So good. So good. I'm not going to say anything because I know it's out like 2 weeks, but there's still probably plenty of people who have not gone and seen it. I will just say it is so good. So good. And I think Ralph Fiennes needs to finally get an Oscar. Did you know he's never won an Oscar? Like, are you having a laugh? That man is such a good actor and he's never had an Oscar. No, that is insane. That is unhinged behavior. Give the man a goddamn Oscar. You know what I mean? So then after, I watched Alligator. So it is, as the clues in the name, it's about a giant alligator. It's flushed down the toilet when it's a tiny little baby, and there's some vet or something doing experiments on like growth things or something for dogs. I didn't quite fully get. He was using dogs and rats and stuff as test subjects and dumping their bodies into the sewage area. And so the alligator is feeding on said discarded animals and ingests those chemicals and grows to be like 30 feet long or something. I don't know. It's gigantic and it's wreaking havoc on the town and it's killing a bunch of people. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I do love like a really ham creature feature. Like, it was a bit of crack. Yeah, it was fun. It was a bit of fun. If you like kind of ridiculous creature features with like over the top kills, like really bad special effects, then this is the film for you. And then lastly, this was last night, I watched a film called Evil Speak. First of all, full disclosure, the dog dies. So instantly I was like, I hate this film. But it was a bad film even before. It just wasn't a good movie. This poor little kid, not kid, it's this poor young fella. It's an army school or something. He's getting bullied. And then suddenly he's told to clean the basement. And when he's in the basement, he finds these like devil worshipping, Satan loving books from some old cult, and they're all written in like an old Latin or something like that. And so he uses his computer to like translate it, and then he basically somehow figures out that he can use the PC, like the computer, to summon the devil. he summons the devil via the PC and kills the classmates that were bullying him. I don't know, he was saying it out loud. I'm like, why did I even watch this film? It was not good. It was just so bad. And not even in a so bad it's good kind of way. It was just bad. But listen, it is what it is. I have a bunch more films lined up. I have my entire letterbox watch list ready to go. So I am going to be starting to watch more films. And hopefully I will have some better ones for you. So that is all the media. I'm still reading Frankenstein. It is still taking me forever because I keep only reading when I go to bed and I manage like 3 pages and then I'm tired and I go sleep. So don't expect any updates on that anytime soon. I know I'm like 58, 56%, I think. I can't remember. It's going to take me a while. So don't hold your breath on that one. Right. Well then, let's get on to the actual crochet and fiber arts part of it. So I have yet to fully kind of recap my stash, but I did place an order on Hobie to get some more cotton yarns in colours that I know I don't have, because I have a couple of like fun kind of tapestry piece ideas and stuff that I want to do, and maybe kind of different coaster ideas, different bookmark ideas, the whole shebang. So in preparation for today's video and my return to the market season, I did an order on Hobie. Yeah! So I'll go through that with you now. So I got Friends cotton, all of it is Friends cotton. I got some of the 8/4 size and some of the 8/8 size. So the 8/4 size is good for like little kind of mini projects I want to do, and also my bookmarks as well. They have to be kind of small. And then the 8/4s will be for like coasters, tapestries, bigger pieces like pouches and anything like that. So the first one I got was color 113. That's this one here. Oh my god, this autofocus is literally the best thing that has ever happened to me. I then got shade 114, that one there. I got 3 in the shade 116, that kind of darker green. I got 4 of them, sorry, actually. I got 1 in the shade 42. I wonder if any of you guys can tell what I plan on making by all these colors. 1 in 43. 1 in just, I'm assuming this is going to be called white, but number 1. And then 1 in the shade 909. So they're all for like smaller projects, any of the little kind of mushroom guys I want to make. Spoilers. And then in the thicker, the 8/8 one, I got 2 in this shade 54. It's a lovely kind of dusty rose. I got 2 in the shade 72. It's coming up more blue on screen, but it is a really pale, like pastel-y kind of purple. I got 2 in the shade 79. Again, it's coming up brighter blue, but it is this really lovely kind of denim-y, light, medium blue, I suppose you could say. I got 2 of them. I got 2 in 104. It's this really cool like acid green one. And then this kind of lighter acid green, color 108. That one's pretty cool. A nice pastel yellow, color 21. Because I will be doing some flowers coming into like spring and summer. And then the last one I got was color 42. I got 2 of these because I realized I didn't actually have a red cotton. I had a lot of other colors, but not red. So now with the haul out of the way, it's time to actually go ahead and spin the wheel. Oh, a little lucky clover. So the lucky clovers are little kind of small things that I just kind of want to add in as like, you can either use them as like a bag charm or just sort of keep them with you and just have like this little, like a 4-leafed clover. Okay, my camera died. And because it's a new camera, I don't have any spare batteries, so I had to go and charge it. Yes, so I spun the wheel, I got the 4-leaf clover. So the pattern that I'm going to use is from lalilala.com. I think it's pronounced lalilala. I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, it's for their 4-leaf lucky clover, because I do want them to be kind of small. Yeah, the pictures make it look confusing, but I reckon it should be okay. So let's get started. So this is confusing. Maybe the yarn is too thin that I'm trying. Maybe I might try it with a no, I'm gonna stick with this one because this is what I envisioned making it in. It's just a little bit confusing. And I can't, again, could be the yarn choice, but I can't make mine look like hers. So I'm gonna try this again. And we're gonna see where we go. It's, you create like two separate, you can't even see them, they're that small. Like I'm looking at the viewfinder, you could barely even see them. A chain of 7 and, well, a chain of 8 technically, but you pull it tight to make 7. And then a chain of 4. 4? Yeah. No, 3. And then you join them in the middle so you get like a, I don't know, it's not looking like it's supposed to. But we're gonna try again. So let's go. So I have a weird sneaking suspicion maybe this yarn is too thin. So I'm gonna take one of the thicker yarns, the 8 yarns, and I'm gonna try that then instead, because this is not working and it just kind of looks really like loose and horrible. Like the stitches are too loose. I can't make them the way they're supposed to. So this is the 8-4. I'm gonna get some 8-8 and I'm gonna try again. Thicker yarn secured. Not a whole lot left in this skein, but I think it should be okay. So I finished it. So it is very cute. It's just very, very fiddly. And like it is pretty much exactly how I did want it to look. I'll have to weave in the ends and stuff because it says something about trying to weave them in, but honestly it's so fiddly trying to see what stitch is what and trying to make sure that you have everything without having to worry about, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Weaving in the ends as you go. But yeah, it is really, really cute. Like I can't, you know, I can't fault it, to be fair. So I'm gonna try, I have one other, I keep wanting to say recipe. I have one other, well, what is the word I'm trying to think of? Tutorial? Pattern. I have another pattern that I do want to try, and this one is from Albrecht & Co. Spreading Happiness Through Crochet. I think these ones turn out a little bit bigger. Now, in hers one, she says to use a 5mm crochet hook. The other one said to use a 2.5. I used a 3. I think for this one, instead of using a 5, I might use a 4, because the 5 feels like it's too big for this yarn. And yeah, I might try this one and see how I like this one, and whichever one looks better and or is easier to do, then I will do that. So you guys are getting a little twofer here with this 4-leaf clover thing that I have kind of going on. So yeah, we're gonna try this other pattern, see which one I like better, like I said, for looks and ease of making. That's, anyway, we're gonna go with what I just said, so let's go. So I kinda finished the other one. So that's the other one here. So it's a bit wonkier and like size comparison. And then as well with this one, it does say that you technically have to make two and seam them together. And I just don't really think I like that. Like, I think they're bigger than I was wanting them to be regardless. So while this one is a little bit fiddlier, I think this is the one that I'm going to go with. So I might make a few more of them while I'm watching a film or something later. I think they're really, really cute. I think it did turn out like exactly how I wanted it to turn out, you know? Like, it's pretty much exactly how I was envisioning it. So it looks like I'll be sticking with these ones. So these ones are the, what was she called again? Something Lala? Something or other. I have too many tabs open on my phone, guys. It's becoming a real problem. Oh yeah, Layla la la. Layla. Lali la la. Lali la la. Anyway, it's gonna be linked down below. But yeah, that's the one that I think I'm gonna stick with. I think it turned out the right size. I can kind of make a few of them, even put them as like little key rings. I think that might be like pretty cute as just little lucky, I was gonna say Lucky Charms, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, so I'm happy with, something in my eye. Okay. Right, so that is the first spin the wheel. I think that turned out quite well. I'll probably make more of these off camera. As I'm sure you can probably tell, we are losing daylight. It's 4:30, so it's pretty much nighttime. It's pretty much bedtime. So I'm gonna call it quits for today, and then I'll be back tomorrow with another spin the wheel, and we'll see what we get tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day. I didn't make any more of the little things. Yeah, I still only have the first one, didn't even weave in the ends. So yeah, we're just gonna spin the wheel and see what next one we have. So let's have a look. Ooh, the small mushroom. Okay, I've been wanting to try this one. Okay, right, this is a pattern I downloaded. It's literally called Mushrooms, and it's by Carla Vigliucci. I hope I'm pronouncing that right and I'm not butchering it. It seems pretty easy. Alright, let's get started. Very excited. I've had this pattern downloaded for so long and I just didn't actually get around to doing it. So this is excellent. Okay, let's go. So I'm realizing this is gonna be teeny tiny. So that's basically it finished there. So you do, I think you should be able to see this row here is back loop only stitches. So that's where you're gonna basically pick up so that you can start the mushroom there. So I think it's only gonna be like this size. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, I finished the white part. So I'll show you up close. So the mushroom cap is going to sit on that. And I just went ahead and shoved some stuffing in. Note to self, stuff it before you get to the 6th single crochet at the very, very tip, because it was so narrow I had to just use a pencil and just sort of jam it in there. So it's looking really, really cute so far. Oh my goodness. I think it is going to be adorable, and I fully expect that I will make a few of these and bring them to my markets because I just think they're so stinking cute. Just imagine this on your desk and it's not even done, like, so cute. So very late start to the day, unfortunately. The last couple of days, like the last 4 or 5 days, it has just been raining constantly and super windy. Yeah, all day yesterday was like warnings for a new storm that we had kind of coming in, and yeah, so I didn't really get to do much. So today I had everything that I needed to get done. All of the boring chores that I had been putting off because I was like, oh no, the weather's bad, I must stay inside and crochet. I had to do them today. All of that is done. We actually finally, after like a week of being inside, I finally brought Chewy on a W. You will catch me saying W because he knows everything else. So if I say the word, he will get excited. So I have to say W. For anyone who might be interested in the Irish Sign Language for dog walk, it is DOG walk. So there you go. If anyone's wondering why I'm talking about this, I had done an Irish language course last year, probably around this time is when I started it. So that's why I am hoping to do the 2nd level. It was just very expensive last year. I never did actually finish my point about the going on a W with Chewy. The daffodils are starting to come back up. It feels very early, but yeah, you can see all the little stalks starting to poke out of the ground. I'm so excited. Can't wait for spring, guys. So excited. Anyway, that is a huge ass tangent that none of you probably care about. But anyway, I've been busy. I made a couple more things. So you saw me make the Irish clover in this color. So I then made it in a kind of paler green, and then in that more kind of acidy green that I had mentioned. So, they're so fiddly, I'm just going to keep dropping them. So those are the 3 colours. These 2 look the same, probably because of my ring light, but I assure you they are in fact different. So I made 3 of each colour, so I just have a little handful here. And then you saw me make this cute little... Actually, I don't think you saw me make this, because I think my camera actually died. I'm remembering that just now. It was the day before yesterday. My camera actually died when I was mid finishing this off. So sorry about that. If it just cuts off, I apologize. But this is the little mushroom. I finished it. It is so stinking cute. I need to reinforce the bottom because the bottom is just kind of flimsy. I was thinking I might get some card and just to kind of reinforce the bottom. I then went ahead and made it in brown, but in the brown, I don't know if you can see, it has like, they call them gills. So I have the 2 little ones, and then I made a big red and a big purple. Aren't they so cute? So this is the size difference between the 2. Oh my god, they are covered in dog hair. Such is the life of a golden retriever. So yes, there you go. That is the two of them there. That is the size difference between the two of them. I think they're so cute. I'm literally obsessed with them. I want to create like a whole army of these and just have like a forest floor of mushrooms. Anyway, I just thought they were really cute. I'm obsessed with them. I'm gonna make a few more. Like I'll make a big brown one. I might do like a little purple one, that kind of thing, and kind of just have a bit of options for any upcoming markets. And so now I am going to do one, depending on what we get, this might be the last spin the wheel. If it's a small project, I might be cheeky and add in another one. We shall see. But for now, let's spin the wheel, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that music is. But anyway, the little tulip bag charm. Okay, everybody knows that lavender is my favorite flower. My other favorite flower is actually tulips, and I only ever have fresh flowers in the house during spring when you can get tulips. There will always be a fresh bouquet of tulips in my house. I love them so much. Don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm very excited to do this tulip bag charm. So I'm gonna find a pattern. I found one on Pinterest, but I didn't actually open it around to have a look, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, so the tulip, basically I can't really find exactly what I'm looking for. Instead, I have found from funincloud.com, they have like tulip in bud, but I'm going to just basically do their little pattern for the actual tulip head, and then like the leaves are pretty easy, and I'll figure out if I want it to be hung that the tulip is hanging upside down, like with 2 leaves, if you get me, or if I want it to be that it's just one tulip with 2 little leaves and the keychain is hanging this way. I'm probably explaining that as ways, but once I actually make the tulip head, I'll kind of figure out where I'm going to go from there. So we're going to get started with that first. Okay, so following that tutorial, I'm like halfway through. I think they want you to do like 16 rows, and that's 8, and that means it's gonna be like this big, and I just feel like if I was making a long stem on a long stem, I just literally said it, if I was making like an actual like flower bouquet type situation, like if I was doing actual like long flowers on a stem, I think when this is finished it would be perfect, but I think as it is, it's gonna be way too big for what I want. So the pattern is free, by the way, it was on her page, but it is basically just a circle and increasing so it gets bigger, and then going up so that, you know, the work starts to like turn in, and then when you get to the top you just sew it that way and then sew it that way so that it goes like this and becomes a little tulip. You stuff it obviously. So I think in that vein, instead of increasing it like 5 rows, I might just do like a smaller one and only increase maybe like 3 and then go up from there, and I think that might be more the size that I'm looking for. Also, I am using the 8/4 cotton and a 2.5mm hook. I never said that at the start, but that's kind of what I'm using. So yeah, I think I'm gonna frog this back down to like 1 or 2 increases and go from there. And I will check back in when I have that done. So, right. Okay, I finished it. I think it is super duper cute. So what I did was I used the A4 cotton 2.5mm hook. I increased so I did the 6 single crochet in a magic ring and increased it until I got 24 single crochets, and then I just went up 12 rounds from there. And then, like I was saying at the start, you just pinch it in this way and then pinch it in this way, and you have a little tulip head. I think that's so cute. So I think I will do that. I have the little stem comes down, like probably only a little small one, like this kind of size with 2 leaves coming off it, because being a keyring, I don't think you want it to be that long. And then have the keyring being hooked in at the top. I think that might be the cutest way of doing it. Again, we're kind of losing the light of the day. That's on me. I started recording super duper late. But I might just maybe try and whip out the little stem and leaves when I'm sitting here. And hope the lighting is okay. And kind of see what even just one finished one would look like. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay. Alright guys, it's the next day. So you would have seen a little bit of footage of me working on this last night, and then I went and finished it and I put a keyring on it. Like, is that not the cutest thing ever in your entire life ever? I think it is. Don't lie to me. I think it is so cute. I'm so excited to make a bajillion of these. Like, I will have to give my hands a bit of a rest. I am feeling some wrist and finger pain. Probably partly the gym, partly the fiddly crochet I've been doing. So I probably will just take the rest of today off and not make any more. Hence why I have multiples of the others and only one of these. But I just think it's so stinking cute. So I think that's where I'm going to leave the video for today. If you like this video, please give it a like. That really, really helps me, letting me know what you like, what you don't like, whole shebang. Subscribe if you're not, if you like everything that I'm putting out. Just leave me a little comment down below. What are you guys working on? What did you think of this whole spin the wheel thing? It is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I've watched a ton of other spin the wheel videos, and like I said at the start, it kind of takes away that choice paralysis that I tend to get, where I have all of these cute ideas and all of these pins saved and patterns printed off, and I end up just doing none of them because I'm like, I don't know. So I liked it anyway. I found it quite helpful for just taking that kind of pressure off of myself and just been able to crochet and have a bit of crack. So yeah, all the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, I guess, if you want to make sure you don't miss any of my videos. I have decided I'm going to try and commit to a Saturday upload. I'm going to see how that goes with the week that I'm doing, because I think I've mentioned before, I tend to work when my husband is in work, so that I have the house free for myself. I don't have to worry about kind of being in the way or anything like that. So it kind of makes more sense for me to upload on a Saturday and to kind of have the week then to prepare. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if it does change, I will talk about my uploading in the future if it does change, like I said. But yeah, I really hope that you guys liked it. I hope you're having a really great day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, although it seems like most of you are from America. I hope everyone is safe. And yeah, I won't keep you any longer. I'll let you go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!